This is the story of the Good Samaritan, a tale that has journeyed through centuries to challenge our understanding of love, compassion, and what it truly means to treat others as we wish to be treated. Set in the rugged, dusty roads of ancient Israel, the sun blazed high overhead, and travelers often faced danger during their journeys. As we unfold this account, perhaps you'll see yourself within its narrative. Let us begin. In this narrative, Jesus, a teacher known for captivating crowds with his wisdom, is approached by a lawyer. Desiring to test him, the lawyer asks, "Teacher, what shall I do to inherit eternal life?" Jesus, always keen on engagement and mindfulness, responds with a question of his own. "What is written in the law? How do you read it?" The lawyer answers, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, strength, and mind, and your neighbor as yourself." Jesus affirms, "You have answered correctly. Do this, and you will live." But the lawyer, seeking to justify himself, asks, "And who is my neighbor?" It's here that Jesus begins the parable. A man was journeying from Jerusalem to Jericho, a downhill path well known for its treacherous, winding terrain and lurking bandits. He is suddenly ambushed by robbers who beat him, strip him of his garments, and leave him half dead on the roadside before disappearing into the shadows. Bruised, bleeding, and barely clinging to life, the man lay helpless. Soon, a priest happens to travel the same path. Seeing the wounded man, the priest angles away, crossing to the other side, avoiding him completely, and continues on his way. Not long after, a Levite, an assistant in temple worship, also walks by. He, too, chooses to ignore the man and goes on. Both were religious figures, yet neither extended a hand to help. Why? Perhaps fear, busyness, or indifference. Or had they made excuses inside their hearts? "He's not one of us, not my responsibility." Have you ever felt like that? But then, a third traveler appears, a Samaritan. A Samaritan. Keep in mind, Samaritans were despised by the Jews in this era. They were outcasts and considered spiritually inferior. Yet it is this Samaritan who, upon seeing the wounded man, is moved by compassion. No judgment, no hesitation, only mercy. He approaches the battered man, tends to his wounds with oil and wine, gently bandages him, and carefully places him on his own donkey. Leading the donkey by foot, the Samaritan brings the man to an inn. There, he pays for the man's care and even instructs the innkeeper, "Look after him. When I return, I will reimburse you for any extra expenses you may have." Now, Jesus asks the lawyer, "Which of these three do you think was a neighbor to the man who fell into the hands of robbers?" The lawyer admits, "The one who showed mercy on him." Jesus' response is simple yet profound. "Go and do likewise." This timeless story carries a mirror for us to hold up to ourselves. Who do we see lying by the road in our own lives, needing our compassion, our resources, or even our time? The beaten man might not look the way you expect. It could be a stranger who doesn't share your beliefs, culture, or circumstances. Yet Jesus teaches us through the Samaritan that mercy has no boundaries. It is not confined to the walls of religion, culture, or class. It is human, and it is divine. As you reflect on this, ask yourself, are you a passerby or a Samaritan at heart? The answer to that defines more about a life of faith than you may think. Let's be the ones who stop, who care, who show mercy, just as Christ has shown mercy to us. If this story stirred your heart, let it change your actions. To live like Him is to love beyond ourselves,